Hi, I'm Gretchen. So I have a Toyota Sienna. It's a 2011. I've had it for about 3 years. I had a Dodge Caravan before that, and the transmission was at its end. I had to replace it, and then this one's been through about 3 changes. The latest one being cardboard cabinets. So this is just one of those click-clack chairs. So I have it semi-reclined. You know, they have those trifold mattresses, and I can't afford that. And I was trying to save money, so I took 4 pillows and sewed them together. And then, you know, I just lots of blankets to stay warm, so it's really cushiony.
When you say click-clack chair, I don't know what that means.
It means that this actually can lift up as a chair, and the bottom can fold up, and the whole thing turns into a little chair.
And so then you sleep going, which way is your head?
I sleep this way.
Okay.
And the dogs sleep down here.
Pretty comfortable?
Yeah, we're comfortable. What I did was I had some other pillows, and I used the pillows to keep extra bedding in. Mm-hmm. And this is a cardboard dresser that I made, and the bottom of it comes out more than the rest of it. I took the 2 other pillows that I was keeping up here, so I stuffed them down in there, and that creates more foot space for me and the dog, more area for us to spread out down here with feet and dogs.
And then you had mentioned the cardboard shelves. Can you tell me a little bit about that and what that means?
Yeah, so it's cardboard, tape, contact paper, glue, and just sandwiched together to make it heavier and stronger. So then I realized, oh, it'll be much lighter in the van. And it's something I can take in and out myself rather than having to find someone to come help me. So I use pool noodles, which I have to replace because they start to split and come off. So that gives you a soft seat. I use a funnel. There's a laundry soap container that underneath there. In front, there's a basket with bag that's lined several times with bags and rabbit bedding and bed pads underneath that. It's a tidy cat box or cat litter.
Oh, perfect.
Bucket.
So it works pretty well for your restroom.
Yeah, I didn't like I used to have a small round one. I didn't like it, and it was harder to fit into anything. So this works well to fit into, you know, a square or rectangular spot.
And again, that's just something you made out of the cardboard and tape?
Yeah, and then I just put it in this box so you don't have to see the cat litter box, and then it just slides in here. So when I'm on the road traveling and I want more space, this fits right in there. This cabinet I built around my 3-gallon water jug. So I have, this is a 2.5, and so I always start with this one. And I have one of those USB rechargeable faucets on top of it. Mm-hmm. And I just stick my container in there, push the button, get the water. I have 4 power banks, and I found this at the thrift store with all the accessories were plastic. I just threw them away. But this is a little s'mores maker, and it only takes 250 watts. So I was looking for stuff that was low wattage, because at the time I only had like 2 power stations that didn't have very much power. So I found that this seems to work just fine as a little 1-burner thing.
Oh,
inside.
that's clever.
So I just plug it in and cook on that in here. I also have a tiny backpacking stove and these little things. And if I do that, I'll leave the door open and I put it right here. I have this little tray that it's metal on the bottom. It's easy to clean. I have it stuck here. And so I'll just cook here. And I have a fan. I'll plug the fan in and run the fan. I found this on Amazon. It's actually like a poultry / pet heating pad. It's waterproof and it's pretty big. And I just put it under my sheet right here. It keeps most of the bed warm here. In fact, I think I might get another one for the top of the bed because it only takes 7 watts. This little thing can run this all night long.
And so what's been your favorite part about being on the road?
The freedom, just getting away from everyday stresses.
Have you found a community within the road here, or do you travel by yourself usually?
Well, I like to camp by myself. I'm very introverted, and so I like my peace and quiet. So I like the freedom of, camping by myself, but then going in and choosing when to socialize. And I have found a community with the women's RTRs and the caravans. The online caravans have been wonderful for me. This is what shows that I'm sort of a Santa Cruz hippie. This is my, I got one of these screens that you put in your door at home or whatever. So I got one that's for like a sliding door so that I could, it's wider, and I doubled it up and clipped it up there in the molding of the van. And so that hangs at just the right length. So that gives me a bug screen and some more privacy. I use this. I modified a shade and put that window film, privacy film on it to black it out so you wouldn't see all the silver. Seems to help keep more of the heat and cold out. And when it's nice like this, I can leave it open and air it out. And there's 3 of us in there, so it's nice to do that. So I have a table. I just put out this table, and I put this little one on top. This creates sort of a sit-stand sort of situation where I can put my stove up here and not have to bend down too much. This is a little fun thing that I got for Christmas a couple years ago. It's a USB speaker with an alcohol burner in it.
Oh, for a lantern of sorts?
Yeah, it's a lantern. So we just put the alcohol in there and light it, and it makes sort of like an outdoor furnace kind of thing.
Nice, a little ambiance.
Yeah, so I have music and some fire out here without having to have a fire pit. So I have just a cheap, I found it for $4 at the thrift store.
A little butane stove?
Yeah.
Oh, perfect. So just out of curiosity, what first made you want to go on the road, or what are some of the challenges you've had?
Well, at first it was just the ability to visit my kids in a way that was comfortable. With my chronic pain and health issues, it was just much more comfortable for me and easier on them too, that they didn't have to accommodate me in special ways. It gave me a creative way to have my own space, and also somewhere I can go if I need to take a break. But now it's become almost a necessity to learn how to be a nomad, because I may be priced out of Santa Cruz. There's a lot of that going on. I'm sure a lot of people are facing that, where I may not be able to afford. I'm on SSDI. I have another source of income from family that's going to run out. And then I may be facing the inability to pay for the place I'm living. And so I'm thinking of selling my mobile home so that I can get something out of it before they take it away from me. I'm trying to learn how to live on the road, and I'm hoping that I can get a bigger vehicle when that does happen. So this works for, a few months at a time here and there. But it's also helping me to learn how to live on the road, to be safe, to be comfortable, to stay healthy. And I hope that other people can see that it's possible. You just have to be a lot more careful.
So you are basically giving other people ideas for a pathway if they are getting pushed out of their, too much rent, they can't afford it. This is a viable option then.
It is. At least you're not out on the street. I don't want to burden my family if I don't have to. I do have the option doing this because I already visit, and I park in their driveway or on their property. I can do that if I become, houseless. I can still do that and have, one of their homes as a home base maybe.
Yeah, and again, that's a very viable option.
Yeah. This is my older solar panel system. This is an old, I think it's called a Dokio, and it's 100 watts, and I have a little power bank. This is an old Rock Pals that I've had now for about 4 or 5 years.
What do you use that primarily for?
I use it for heat, for cooking in the van, to charge all my devices, laptop, cell phone.
And so then you have another setup over here as well.
Yes, this is a newer one with the same brand. So I guess they figured out how to make 100 watts much smaller and lighter. Because it's way lighter than that one.
Gretchen, thank you so much for giving us a tour of your vehicle and your living situation. We really appreciate it.
You're welcome. I'm happy to do it. I hope that some of the things that I shared would help some other
Absolutely.
van lifers. Yeah.
Oh, very nice. And if we wanted to follow along on your adventures or learn more about you, how best can we find out about that?
Possum Fun and Frugal. That's my channel.
Okay, excellent. We'll go ahead and check out your YouTube channel. I'm excited about checking that out.
Yeah.
Folks out there, what was your favorite part of the build? Let us know in the comments below. We'd love to hear what your thoughts are, any ideas you might have, or if you got ideas from Gretchen here. We'd love to hear about that. If you got anything out of today's video, please give it a big thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, share it with friends, and until next time, we'll see you down the road. Bye, guys.
Thank you so much.